Hi, my name is Margaret and welcome to my artsy corner of the internet. Do 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 do. So as a wee little tiny child baby, I was a competitive dancer. Competition dance, I would say, is kind of a huge part of the dance world now. Most young girls and boys who dance do competition dance over, say, like ballet conservatories or strictly performance-based classes. Finish your sentences, come on. What's your problem? And a lot of people go into competition dance because that's the only dance studio in their town or where they live. So how did competitive dance become such a prominent factor in the dance world? And the answer is there's really no research done about it. There's not a whole lot of research that's been done on the evolution of competition dance in America, or anywhere else in the world for that matter. But here's what I found in my little bit of digging on the internet. Dance for generations has been thought of as a purely social or performance-based art form. It was never really seen to be in the same realm of sports and competitions. But that started to change around the 20th century. There was a French dancer named Camille de Raynal. I hope I said that right, but I probably didn't. And some other dancers started the first ever dance competition in Nice, France in 1907, and it was a tango tournament. At this time, I think tango had really taken off as a dance form and it was really, really popular. And so they created a tournament where people could compete against each other. Then in 1936, the first world competition was held in Germany. In this place in Germany, I'm not gonna try to say it because I don't have enough time to figure out how to say it, because what even is that? I don't know. I'm American, that's all I speak. Then obviously World War II came around and kind of messed up like a whole lot of stuff. So the dancers and the organizations that ran dance competitions just kind of fragmented, and so a bunch of smaller groups popped up and started doing ballroom competitions instead of the one kind of centralized group that had started pre-World War II. So we all know that ballroom competitions have existed for a while, and that's super cool, but what does that really have to do with the competition dance that we think of now in the 21st century in America? Well, it has something to do with it because well, this is the first time really that dance was seen as less of a social art form and more of something that can be competed. That flip in mindset between, oh, this is just something you do with your friends, to no, we can approach this almost as a sport, was a really important mental shift to then open up the possibilities of having more competitions for different styles of dance. And honestly, this comes up a lot more than we think because we're still debating whether dance is a sport to this day, which I think is more of a complex question than I thought it was when I was 12, because it calls into question what is art and what is sport and what is athletic and what is athleticism and how do all of these, it's a complicated question. So as I said, there isn't a whole lot of research done into the evolution of dance competitions in America, but what we do know is that Showstoppers is the oldest dance competition in America, or so a couple magazine articles said, and that's all I could find, so we're gonna have to trust Dance Magazine with this one. Oh, my bad, it was Dance Spirit. Debbie Roberts was a dance teacher who ended up founding Showstoppers in 1978. It was 1978, I forgot to look at it. She was inspired by the excitement that she saw her son have before a big game or a big competition, and she wanted to be able to give that to her dance students. She was a dance teacher, did I mention that? Anyway, we can kind of see this idea of dance and competition and sports kind of having this weird relationship where they're all kind of the same but also not the same at all. So Debbie took it upon herself to start her own dance competition for her students. It's said that she just went around and knocked on random local studios' doors and asked if they wanted to join the competition. In the end, she ended up having 400 participants for the first competition ever, and by the end of the year, she had many people calling her asking if they could be a part of this. Honestly, I was super surprised to even know that Showstoppers was aired on TV way before So You Think You Can Dance or Dance Moms or any of those, and it was a TV show where their national competition was televised. Maybe we should start televising dance competitions again. I think that'd be fun. I'd watch. Showstoppers continued to evolve and grow, and most likely other dance entrepreneurs saw how successful competitions were for young dancers, and they hopped on the bandwagon and created their own so that their local community could have their own competitions. And that's capitalism. But in all seriousness, now any dancer in any of the 50 states can go and compete because there's just so many of these competitions. And this also brought along the invention of the convention, where not only are dancers competing, but they're able to take classes from teachers and choreographers that they would have never been able to work with if not for these entrepreneurs who came and started competitions. So no matter how you feel about competition dance, I think the history is pretty cool. What little we know of it. Come on, people, get on this. Okay. Not me leeching off of other people's research. My bad. So yeah, that's a brief history of competition dance and how it all got started. I hope you enjoy, and bye.